Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. And welcome to your host, the Crypto Lifer. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Oh. And I'm streaming in the background. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're doing good. Let's turn this music down a little bit for me. And maybe turn it up a little bit for you, kind of in the background. Let me know if you like that level or if you want a little more. Let me know if you need more. Shout out to everyone who got into bake and cake. We kind of had the good instinct. We knew what was going on. And boom, look where we're going. Big TC 160K. Why Pancake Swap is taking over. What is next? What is the next Binance Smart Chain gem? I think I have it. Goose Finance, my friends. We looked at Goose Finance. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Lynn, the first. Good morning, lifers. Hey, Danny Setters. Morning, lifers. Morning to all my first-time lifers. Mixed Ja Soul. Ja, I saw your reach out to me. I will hit you up. Everyone is hyped up. Luke Havillard. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Syrup Gang. Shout out to everybody on the Syrup Gang, man. We have 1,270 subscribers on our way to 2,000 subs pretty fast. So, that is a pretty cool thing, to say the least, right? In my Barry White, my best Barry White impression. Thank you for Bake. Thank you. Join my Patreon. If you made money, join my Patreon, okay? I don't have a job. I do this for a living. And, you know, I can only, you know, no health insurance. It's hard out here. Health insurance is like, for a family like I have, $2,000 a month. It's not easy. Crazy. So anyway, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. If you took bake, you made a chunk, join the Patreon. There's more coming. And I'm going to give you more exclusive gems if you join my Patreon link. So, yes. Actually, should have the see, I'm the worst. Don't even have my Patreon link up yet because I'm just so new to all this stuff. I log in and it's like, and no excuses. No excuses. No excuses. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let's get it going. If we look at Fiat Weekly, a lot of money is just pouring into the game again. Some of the most I've ever seen. Polkadot flying in there. Even Mini Monero, little Monero, my baby, doing its thing. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good morning. Shout out to Luke L, my dude, coming up into the live, man, watching me build my legacy, man, from scratch. Build a legacy from scratch. You see it here live on YouTube as I climb. You could have literally, I should have tokens on my net worth. And we should tokenize my net worth. It really would be the coolest thing to see. And people could buy into my net worth and then ride the wave. It'd be pretty interesting, to say the least. But we could definitely do that. I don't see why we couldn't, you know? So, shout out to everyone here on the live, man. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. Cake at 1996 at the high. That is the biggest daily candle I think I've ever seen in my life. Those are called big green dildos. Sorry to say that. I don't mean to say that. We don't normally say stuff like that. But that's what it is. Okay? Now, I was looking at the daily Stokes. And I said to myself, I will sell my cake when the daily Stokes curve over the dotted line. And not until then. Not until then. So, I'm going to move this on over, get this out the way. But if you see the daily Stokes right down here, a little low, I know, a little low at the low bottom of the screen. Bro, I can't sleep. All I dream about is crypto. Yeah, dude, I couldn't sleep last night. If you couldn't sleep last night, put your hands up. I couldn't sleep last night. As I went to bed, I saw my account I woke up to my account and I just, speechless. So anyone who's with the Crypto Lifer, you're experiencing euphoria. This is when we need to start taking gains. When you feel all powerful, look how far we are away from the 21-day moving average here on the daily. When this Stoke curves down, the party's going to be over for a little bit, in my opinion. Just a little bit, right? Come on. And maybe I'm wrong. I mean, every time I say that, it just keeps ripping. Like right now, look, last night I went to look at it to check on it, and I said, by golly, it's flagging again. And I said, no. And I said, yes, it is, Crypto Lifer. And I said, and then I said to myself, you told me, Crypto Lifer, because I am Sam, and I'm also the Crypto Lifer, right? I'm both people. You know, I'm the maniacal crypto guy, and I'm also me, dude, you know? And sometimes I listen to my own advice. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Please, 29 people watching, 16 likes. That's just not the Lifer way. How do I get access to more currencies on Coinbase? Whatever they give you is it. Mixed. I've been in crypto since 2017. Last night was the first time in a while I slept like a baby. That's funny, man. Bake, wow. Last night was the first time I didn't sleep like a baby. I've been sleeping like a baby for a long time lately. Yeah, shout out to everyone. Just sent 5,000 BTC to a random ETH address to unlock. Pranks, just send 5,000 to a random ETH. I like your voice, dude. Ooh, that's creepy. Thank you. Appreciate that, I guess. I don't know how to take that. Is that a man or a woman? Luke usually is a man's name. Shout out to everyone out there. I guess a guy can like my voice, but it's hey, not that there's anything wrong with that, right? To each his own. Anyway, let's go on and give you my next target for Cake. Because Cake's not done, clearly. Okay? I said it last night. People believe me or they didn't believe me. See, one of my last posts last night was Cake is not done. Cake is just not done. And I decided to say that. I was like, you know what? Cake is not done, my friends. And then when I heard Bake was coming out, I said, you know what? People that missed out on Cake, people that miss out make crazy decisions. So when they're like, damn, I should have gotten more Bake, but I didn't, right? I wanted more Bake, but I didn't get the Bake. They're going to run after what the next best thing they can find. And what is that? That's the Cake, baby. So we knew to take some money and put it into Bake. And let's take a look at Bake now. I think the BUSD2 pair should be up now because it got added to Blockfolio. Yeah, there we go. Everybody moving. And let's see what's going on with Bake now. It's funny, I'm not even looking at Bitcoin this morning, right? We got in at 40 cents, all right? This thing is at $2.60. It went to a high of $2.90. Unbelievable. Would crash all the way back down to 185, get bought back up. Interesting, crash again, get bought back up, crash again. Wow. Wowzers. This is a battle out here for this coin. Look what's going on here, though. Upward channel. It just came out into the hype. It came out into the Binance Smart Chain while the Binance Smart Chain was just pumping its way. It should crawl right back up to the top of the pattern. We have really nothing to go on but the 7-minute. 7-minute is giving me the most data, and all I got is a low stochastics on the 7-minute. So that's a trade right there in itself, a pattern trade. Snatch it right there. Get out for 10%. You know, don't play yourself. Just take it easy. I've been promoting you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. A lot of your crypto YouTubers with horrible voices, though, so it helps. Yeah, a lot of these kids are like, hey, and so I'm just gonna get into and there's a lot of nerdy dudes. Like, I'm a man's man. I'm a woman's man. I'm just a man. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, you know, because yes, it's crypto, but this is entertainment. Let's be honest. This could be a show about camping. This could be a show about drones. This could be a show about anything. And you got to make it entertaining no matter what you're doing. You got to make your voice sound interesting. You got to kind of bring people in, right? That's what I like. So if that's what I like, that's what I'm going to do for you every single day. I'll be honest, when the stream ends, it's exhausting. It is a performance, but I love it. And I would never change anything about it. Let's get into Bitcoin. But shout out to anyone that took Cake. We're up 6x on our money already. doing unbelievable. Shout out to anyone that got into bake. But anyway, be rad. Bake some pancakes, add some berries. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, and you know what I did yesterday? I made all my stakes. Shout out to everyone on my Patreon. I'm going to be sharing with you a beautiful way to keep track of your stakes. I made a nice template. I'm going to share that with you guys in my Patreon, and I'm going to show you every single passive income section that I have going. So if you join my Patreon, you get exclusive. I'm not going to share that with my Telegram. I'm not. It's just because people are paying that price in the Patreon, they're going to get treated just a little extra lovely, because you're putting a little extra lovely in my hand. So I'm going to put a little extra lovely in your hand as well. I'm also going to try to help you out as best I can. So you're putting money in my pocket. You best believe I was putting money in your pockets before you put anything in my pocket. So now you respond to me, you put a little more money in my pocket, I'll put a little more money in your pocket, and believe you me, I will. Take a look at ADA, okay? You can see this forming a bit of bullish divergence, you could say. Not perfect there, but we do have a swing up as it touches the 200-day moving average. Great sign for me. We're breaking on out. Now we're testing this next level. It's just doing its thing. And if we take a swing down here, we have hidden bullish divergence, giving us an indication. That's strong hidden bullish divergence, my friends. Giving us an indication the trend will continue for ADA. Perfect time, actually, to jump on in at 91. We'll get to this resistance here at 94, and then it's only a matter of time. So ADA gets to my target up here at about $1.69. Look at that, $1.56 up into the target, all the way up there. So watch out for ADA at 91. It's only a matter of time. Once it breaks that dollar, it's hopping up to 150 mighty, mighty fast. Okay. Got to keep my back straight and my mind right. Let's get into Bitcoin. That's what everyone comes in here for. You guys want to trade Bitcoin. You want to know what's going on with Bitcoin, the elephant in the room. How long was I talking about 54K for? It was 54K. It was 54K. It was 54K. I brought up 54K so many times. I really did. And I saw it. I saw what the charts conveyed. I was on it. Look at the 7-minute. We're flagging for Bitcoin, doing great consolidation. DeFi, everyone loving it. There's money to go around. Man, if people making this much money in DeFi, don't you think they're going to take a little bit of their winnings and put it in Mr. Bitcoin? Hey, when you turn $1,000 into like 20 to 30,000, and then you can buy a half a Bitcoin. So now you just turned 1,000 into a half a Bitcoin. I mean, that's where it's at, right? It's all about stacking. How many Bitcoins can you get? That's my idea, right? So let's stack, man. Look at Bitcoin moving right now in a flag. Look. You could buy this breakout. Look, it came up, did the retest. There's always a retest. Look, smaller time frames will teach you how there's always a retest. The only reason sometimes we don't touch the bottom trend line is the 21-day moving average will curve right in there. Look, golden cross. Golden cross on the 7-minute doesn't mean a lot. I don't want you to go buy golden crosses on the 7-minute like it's your life. But I want to just bring more confluence to every situation. And the 7-minute looks lovely bullish. Okay? You could even take this bull flag, and then you could start getting in to a more short-term target, like for end of day possibly. And there we go. Bitcoin, $55,316, right? Play the smaller trade, take profit, wait for a flag, look for the same scenario, use my system that I teach, which is buy the pattern that's bullish, buy the bottom of the pattern, look for the divergence on a smaller time frame to nail the bottom, then go back to the beginning time frame, project your limit orders, make 2 or 3 limit orders, try to catch one here if one comes on the wick, try to put one on the actual pattern, and try to put one right above that. Usually you just the first 2. If the third doesn't hit, you erase it and you flip it to the top and you jump in with your 3 orders, you ride it to the moon. That's how you defeat the man. That's how you make sure if they stop hunt, you still get it, because that becomes one of your entries and becomes dollar cost average into the move. Pretty sweet, huh? That's how you do it. You outthink the man. You outthink the man, all right? By giving yourself a bunch of different situational pivots. You got to be able to pivot in this game, right? You got to be able to trade fast. You got to be able to want to move. You got to be able to change market structure and market cycle. You got to know how to change your trading strategy at that time. It comes with time, and you will get it, my friends. If I can do it, Anybody can do it, honestly. And you'll see the things that I teach you all the time. Swing down to swing down, right here, like so, on Bitcoin. What do we have? We have a flat line or almost an uptrend. That is hidden bullish divergence. That is bullish divergence, straight up. Strong bullish divergence. That would tell you can long this wick right here for Bitcoin and ride that up on a futures trade. Would have been a lovely, lovely trade. Shout out to anyone who took the trade on YFII. Just want to bring that up really quick. To me, it's the most obvious trade in the game. And why? Well, I talked about how the bulls break to the upside. And I talked about how it was in the giant bull on the 4-hour. I showed you the bull. I showed you this bull on DOT. I showed you this bull on sand. Do I need to show you it again just in case? I feel like I may need to. But if anyone needs this drilled home, look, bull. Right? Price. Bounce a couple times. Usually get between 2 and 4. I mean, you get about 4 to 5 bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can bring the cup up a little bit there. And now we're flagging. Inverted head and shoulder right there. Clear as day. Look at it. 1 hour. Inverted head and shoulder. What is that? That's one of the most bullish patterns in the game. Breaks out like 90% of the time in crypto. Guys, I don't think we've seen a inverted head and shoulder that hasn't broken out yet. Maybe I saw one, right? And there's a breakout with a bit of a retest, and it's on its way. You also see the 21-day moving average curving up. These are great signs. Great signs. We go to that daily. Daily still has room to move on the Stokes, coming on the high side. And we're breaking on out of these highs. We keep continuing. Our next resistance is at about 4,000. We break that, and look, we gap up pretty fast, right to 4,900. I'm trying to tell you, this thing can get all the way up to 7 grand. Not too long from now, but a few weeks, maybe less. So I opened up a futures trade around 3,000. We're doing well. We're up 100% on the futures trade. This looks just like DLT. I'm going to show it to you again just to bring this home. I got to bring this home for you guys. You know what? I love the split screen because the split screen really, the juxtaposition of the two charts for you, I think really brings it home. So there you go. There's one. I'm not going to make the same mistake I've been making lately. See, I'm going to switch before I switch. Aha. They didn't get me that time. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So I can delete all my work on DOT at this point. And I just want to show you these two things and how similar they look. Okay. So pattern recognition is key too. Right? And you could just see high on the left side coming down, high on the left side coming down, forming the bull, trigger wave in the middle. Look, trigger wave kind of in the middle, second higher wave, fall down. With it's even 3. Look, 1, 2, 3 in the fall, 1, 2, 3 in the fall, maybe a couple hills and we're gone. So I see this gapping up fast and furiously as DeFi continues to take off. People start seeing YFI go up. They can't afford it. They start saying, well, maybe this will do the same thing, and it probably will. So they're not wrong, right? They're not wrong. So that's just an idea there. I wanted to throw that trade out there while I was thinking about it. And yeah. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let me jump in to the chat. Okay. Can you look at Sparta, another BSC coin that looks good? I talked to one of the team members for Sparta. Seemed like it could be a potential, but time will tell. I'll let you know, just added more to the stake, I think. Seems very risky to me. Sushi has a nice bowl. It does. How far, Jesse? Let's see what you guys are saying here. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. What's up, brother? I tried to turn my friend Lucal on to crypto, and now I didn't hear from him, huh? I know that's not you, Lucal. You buying the cake, now you get into that giant... This guy's ridiculous, man. I'll let that slide because whatever. I don't know. Bake, wow. How did I get access to more currencies on Coinbase? It's whatever they give you, man. You have to leave your state. If you're in New York, they're going to mess with you. Last night was the first time I had a good sleep in a while. That's great. Cake, baby, cake. Let me know what you want me through some requests out at you. Okay, I will. Guys, thanks for Lifer for not calling us. Guys. Mixed, Akai Ja. So, I went in heavy into Berry this AM. Yo. How's it going? Mixed XLM, XRP, ADA. Can you look at Sparta? We'll take a look at Sparta. I feel like ETH is just waiting to blow. It's undervalued right now. In my opinion, and I bought it a little under 400, so I'm happy regardless. But I feel like it's a beast waiting to break free. No, it is. But to be honest, there's a lot of volume being taken away from ETH right now by Binance Smart Chain. There really is. If I'm doing it, then I know other people are doing it. I'm not that unique, and you have to remember that. So, and I'm not saying even me, I'm saying you ask yourself the same question. Look, here's the same bull YFI is about to rip out of. Same thing, Balancer did it. They're all doing it. Same thing. Algo has been consolidating now for a while. It's only a matter of time till Algo decides to break out. Look, it's low on the daily, so Algo's ready to do its thing. Only a matter of time. This is when you start to accumulate on the new trend. Pretty simple. And then hold on to it for a few more weeks, and you're going to get another daily rip to the upside like you had here. So watch for Algo to go sideways a little longer, but it's only a matter of time till Algo finds its way and begins to pump again. You think Bake will fly? Bake did fly. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Did you really say that? Do you think Bake will fly? Do you see that it's up 400% today? Is it me, or like, did you just wake up? Are you in another time zone? Are you in another planet? Look at this, man. Got sold off pretty hard so far, though. Damn. Let's see. Bake BUSD, though. Probably should have taken profits instead of live stream. Might have been a good idea. Yeah, damn. Now it's getting sold off pretty heavy from 295. Let's take a look. Forming this bottom trend line. But we were on the 7-minute. I hope it holds this bottom trend. Would make sense unless it just gets a dump. You never know. It's so early, right? And after a pump like that, it's unbelievable. Really, the 7-minute was all I had to go on, man. And it looked like it was kind of about to finish off and reset. So we'll see what Bake does. I think Bake will. Let's look at Bake's possible move. This is all we have to go on, is this length of this pole. So it either dumps back down to some like nasty level, like, because it has no real support or resistance right there, and those are these are its support and resistance lines. That's all we got right now, right? Could find its way here. To me, it's like doing its thing though, right? Binance Smart Chain, people missing on Cake, they want to get in on Bake, doing its thing. Possible trade just in the beginning of the pattern right there. Any difference using BNB versus BUSD to get into Cake? Yeah, a slight difference, because BUSD is going to be pegged to the dollar, so you're going to make the dollar difference. BNB moves, so right, it's not a static asset like the dollar, you know, so it will be harder for you to see the gains. But it looks like, look at the stochastics pointing up here. Unless this does a double bottom, which is possible, it's a high probability this is going to the upside. And we see a little bit of hidden bullish divergence as well. Look, swing down and swing down on the low. And if we took the same area here, it's pretty swing up to swing up. That's hidden bullish divergence. Tells me that the trend will continue. So right now it's telling me that we're going to see another $2.89 Bake, and it's going to form the double bottom, and I believe break on out. I think there's a chance we see Bake up into the $4 region not too far from now. So there you go. SNX, I love SNX, man. Any difference using BNB and BUSD? Yeah. Everyone's so baked today. Sugar highs, and it's sticky walking around. Yeah. When you look at REN, I've made over 3x and haven't sold. What's the new trend? REN is about to explode. If you see that it just got pushed by the crypto. They said REN is about to do its thing. So, you know, they're pushing it, and they have a lot of people. I also know REN's a great project. It's unbelievable. I made 300% in REN, like, from October of 2019 to like October of 2020, and then sold it. So REN is just a producer. Like, it's been a good producer. It makes money. It does its thing. I love me some REN. It also just had some big news. So sushi is in a nice bowl. Yes, it is. SNX is not moving, man. Don't worry about SNX. Things move. You hold them for 2 to 3 weeks. Anyone who see the fact that you just said SNX is not moving means you need some more time trading, because you need to just realize that like I hold a bag of SNX, a nice bag of it, and yeah, it did its thing, and it's kind of lagging. It's lagging a little bit. I'm with you on that. We'll take a look. We'll take a deep dive, and we'll show you what's going on. But it's going to do its thing, man. REN is going to do great things. We'll look at REN. Let me just finish. Every day I do Bitcoin dominance. I do this for me as well, because I need to understand the market. So I do Bitcoin dominance, and I kind of find myself where the oscillators tell me they're going to be. Wow, huge sell-off for Bitcoin, huh? Wow, that's crazy. Not huge, but you know, I'm on the 7-minute, so it looks pretty fat, right? Crazy. I guess this is what we're going to see a lot, but that's a pretty big candle. And there's one there. I guess it does it. There's a couple more. I haven't really been watching Bitcoin on the 7-minute recently, so nice little sell-off, though. So we hit 53,293. That was our new all-time high for Bitcoin, $53,293. I think by Saturday, we should hit 54K. That was my idea, but we'll see. Yeah, you just got to have patience, my man. Patience. So we'll take a Bitcoin on the daily. I showed you Bitcoin on the daily is now forming the second double top up here. And I showed you that it's made some pretty big moves when it's been up here before. So there's a lot more gas in the engine, and I'll prove it to you, even though you probably don't believe me. Look, the last time Bitcoin, I'll take off everything so we can just focus. Look, even take off the MAs for a second. Look at the last time Bitcoin, and we'll take the Stokes. So the last time Bitcoin was doing its thing and double topping on the Stokes was right around here. And then it came back up for a double top. So in my opinion, there's the loop and we're coming up again. There's the loop and we're coming up again. And we could even put a line there. And then what we can do is we can put a vertical line here. So we can match this same area in the Stokes. This is what I like to do, is try to pinpoint accurate and really dissect the oscillator. So there we go, that the Stokes go up this much. All right. So the Stokes go up by, let's just say 10%. And that rendered a Bitcoin move of about 51%. All right. That's a pretty big deal. 27K all the way to 42K. It's a pretty big deal. Okay. So you see that we have the same kind of move apparently coming. All right. And if we were to take that ratio, it tells you, and this is some crazy stuff. You won't see anyone be doing this. You don't see anyone be doing this. You won't see anybody doing stuff like this. But these are possible projections. I think we will stall out because look, your daily flag was just like so. You want to take the length of your pole. Boom. And that gives me my target right there. $56,500. So I think we're going to stall out there. I think we will stall out there. And then we'll go either sideways or in the wedge again. I wouldn't be surprised, right? We do something like this. That's cool with me. At that level. Because nothing goes up forever. And then we'll have some fun altcoin play again. And look how the altcoins go up even when Bitcoin goes up. Everyone was saying, oh, my altcoin's going to get hit. Am I going to lose all my money? Now, Aave, certain things aren't doing as good. Aave struggling a little bit at 428. It's been kind of sitting in consolidation now. Kind of paused. It's been stalled for a while. 1inch also playing games in the $4, $5 region now, right? 1inch and Aave seem to be kind of following each other a little bit. It looks like DeFi is getting spent. People rushing. Is it possible that people leaving these projects to get into Binance Smart Chain? I hate to say that, but like it seems like there could be some competition aboard, man, you know? So this is Bitcoin right here. What do you think of Acro? I don't know much about Acro. I looked at it the other day, you know, and we just continue our bullish move to 77K. Eventually, the daily will be spent around here. The daily may be spent here, and we probably may come back and retest 41. And everyone will call for a 20K again, and everyone will scream, you know. So we could, you know, very healthy actually if we come and retest this area. But so far, we really haven't been testing previous highs too bad because we're in price discovery, guys. Think about it. The daily is similar to like the 7-minute on a coin in price discovery. Like we are the ones who assimilate the time. Think I'd be better off trading my ETH for something like SNX, looking to hold for maximum gains. Just not sure if ETH will produce everyone's hating the gas fees. Feel like ETH is broken right now. No, don't listen to that. ETH is the second biggest coin and it always will be king. And don't worry, ETH will have some amazing news. They'll have some partnerships. You'll see Grayscale has a huge trust. All the big boys keep buying ETH. They've put enough money into ETH, they can't lose now. So they all have to keep pumping it. Yep, and gas fees are also hurting. Well, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out somehow, some way. They'll figure it out. But here's my projection for Bitcoin. As you can see, kind of have it really drawn for you what's going to happen, right? So I believe we're going to hit this 56,000 region, 56,300, and that's where we're going to have a bit of a top out, maybe consolidate like we topped out here. All right. And it's simple pattern trading. And the daily has some room to move, as I showed you on the stochastics RSI. So everything looks good to go so far. Let's take a look at the MACD. We had our flip up yesterday. Remember that? Let's take a look at that. I'll tell you what I mean. So this was going to come down, but it didn't. It flipped away from the red line. And right now, I think we're about to have another green hill on the daily. Also, this has all been propagated and all been made sense by the 3-day. Still having a lot of gas to go. When this 3-day curves, that's when I may think of taking some profits. That's when I may think of figuring something out here. I wait for the dip before buying into Cake. Honestly, yeah, I'll show you when the dip will be. BNB at $325. What do you think about Front? Front's a big project. Front's going to blow up. I do believe you want some Front. Frontier, man. It's going to be big. And it's getting pushed. Like, remember, when things get pushed by BitBoy, they're going to go up. And I know you don't want to buy things that BitBoy buys, but if you watch the video and you see you're one of the first 400 people on his video before it gets the thousands of views, you better go buy it immediately, because enough idiots are going to go buy it right after they watch his video. So the smart thing to do is watch BitBoy's videos right when they come out, buy what he talks about, sell it at the end of the day. Yo, that's a strategy. That's a little strategy, because he's so big at this point, he's going to pump these projects, right? He's going to pump them. So it's kind of an idea right there, you know? BitBoy, baby, BitBoy. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining and coming on in. Hope you're having a great day and doing well. So we went over Bitcoin. I showed you Bitcoin's 3-day. I showed you Bitcoin's daily. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour to see what it's going to do. Remember yesterday it didn't look that great, but it did do a double top. So we'll check out the 4-hour, and then we don't have to look at Bitcoin really for the rest of the day. I'll be happy with what I think is going to occur. 3-day looks really good. So as long as I trust my oscillators and I trust what's going on and I don't use my emotions, the 3-day looks great. Nothing to worry about. 4-hour looks good too. About to have a push up in the stochastics and a lack of bearish momentum. Tells me we're about to rip. So easy trades for Bitcoin. It's extremely bullish. You can make a nice leverage trade here from 52.9 all the way up to about probably 56K. Easy trade. I shouldn't say that. Nothing is easy. And don't do anything I do on this channel. None of this is financial advice. Every single thing I do is for entertainment purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor. And remember, if you press the buy button, it's on you. If you watch a video on YouTube and you take that as a financial advice, so if you put $1,000 into Cake and you make $20,000, that's on you. That's on you. If you come to my channel and you make a boatload of money, that's your fault. All right? It's not my fault. Cake continuing to rip. Like, when does one take profits? It starts becoming an insane game. Look at the 1-hour though. Stochastics are double bottomed, still with more room to go. Right? So it tells me that the 1-hour wants more. If we just stick here on the 1-hour and we trade this on this one time frame, we can sell when the stochastics turn. And I'll tell you, I won't sell until these daily stochastics get where they need to go. You could do fib extensions. You could do whatever you want. At this point, it's like, you know, it's insanity. So I believe once the daily does its curve, that's when I'm going to probably take a little bit of a profit. Also, the 3 days getting really high and spent, a matter of time for it to come back down. This is hype train like I've never seen. And if I sell a little bit and it keeps going, so be it. I'll leave a little bit in the table for it. I'll leave some in the table, but I am about probably end of day today. I think I'm going to be taking some profits in Cake. The amount of money that I've made would be stupid for me to, even if it continues to go up. It's stupid to think things continue to go up. You got to start being smart, right? So I'm going to wait for this to come up a little more, and I'm going to be taking my profits. But every time I say that, I can't believe what keeps continuing to happen with Cake. So, like, the adrenaline is pumping for me right now as we speak. Like, every hour, I've never had an asset that has made this much money. Literally, like, consistently coming in. What do you mean, how's Cake BTC? You know how Cake BTC. You could do the math. It's common sense. Cake has outpaced BTC. Did BTC go up 57% today? No. So Cake ripped on it. I'll show you the chart, but it's going to be a ripped city, right? Show you. This is common sense, Renchi. You knew the answer to this. No, I'm just being rude. I'm hard on you, man. You're hard on me sometimes, I guess. So I guess you get what you pay for, man. Anyway, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. But when I talk to you, you're like the nicest guy in the world. So it's so funny. Cake BTC doing good. It did tank here, though. I see what you're saying. So people got it all the way up. And then they were like, word, we made a lot of Bitcoin. We're out. Now it's consolidating. So, yeah, right. It doesn't look as good. But it's consolidating in a bowl. Probably will rip to the upside as well. You know? But again, you can always, instead of trading Cake BTC, could have just traded Cake BUSD and then bought Bitcoin. Is Bait going to follow Cake? Join the Telegram. Price prediction for Cake in the short time. I think it's going to hit. I'll show you what's going on with Cake. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your most precious asset with me, which is your time. And that means the world to me. Together, we're all sharing our time. And I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much for coming into the live stream. 54 people watching, 43 likes. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much. All right. Sometimes greed makes people bleed. Yeah. Is Bait going to follow Cake? Yes. Learn how to fish. What's up, Adukin? Yeah. Please join my Telegram channel. In my Telegram channel right here. Join my Telegram. You click on the link. Download some Telegram. Get it on your desktop and your phone. I have it on both. I ate cake before bed. I can't stop eating cake. Insane. Cake for breakfast. Shout out to Mark Waterhouse, my dude. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. Your prediction might be right, man. $200 per cake. Yeah, dude, it makes sense. It makes sense. And it might even get to 500 now when I'm seeing this. Like, this is insane growth. Everyone, IOST, you're going to get an airdrop. ICX, it looks like you're going to get some type of airdrop. There's some big news for ICX coming in at $2.28. I was buying ICX at 30 cents. I told you guys over and over again, it was one of my favorite picks in the game. It was a sleeper for a while. Nobody really talked about it. One of my top picks, Icon. They were a profitable company during the bear market. One of the few far in between. So, boom. ICX doing its thing, man. Just remember to put this on your radar. Not a good time to buy right now. Stochastics have to come to the downside. It's just had a lovely run. It's also done something good. You have to wait for this to retrace. I wouldn't touch it right now, but put it on your radar. I'll put out a call for it when it's nice and prime. But ICX, man, nice to see that. Look at that movement. 7x on almost every single thing. 7x is the low now. We're getting 10x, 20x, 15x, 18x. So far on Cake, we got in at 20 cents. We got in at 60 cents on Cake. So if we do the math, right? If we do the math, man, $20.26 right now divided by 60 cents. We did a 33x in Cake. It turned $1,000 into $33,000. If you put $3 grand in this, you have $999,000 off $3 grand, man. Even some of the poorest people can scrape together a grand, even $2 grand. Honestly, this is insane. This is life-changing money because I don't care how much. If you put in $300, you made a boatload of money. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. ADA is about to blow. We have a call on ADA right now. But let's get back into the game. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance, something that has been kind of sideways for us and doing well. I said, look, target up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Looks like it's going to continue to the downside. And remember, someone asked me during a tutoring session, how come Bitcoin's going up while dominance is going down? And I say they don't have to go up completely, right? If I got 2K, what's a better buy, SNX or Atom? That's tough. They're both very high. SNX right now is the better buy TA-wise because Atom's been ripping and doing well. STX is kind of going sideways. So I'll show you. I'm going to give you an example of what I have a good way to answer that question in a really, really cool way. So stick with me. I just want to finish Bitcoin dominance here, and then remind me if you have to. But say you wanted to show me something cool about SNX. Cake RSI still has 2/3 left on the way up. Yeah, I know. It's insane. And so does the stochastics on the daily. The daily isn't done yet. It's just hitting the dotted line. So, and I told you the 1 hour still is ready to rip on the Stokes too. The TA is there for it. My emotions would tell me to get out, but the TAs tell me there's no reason to get out until that curve on the daily happens. So I would have hurt myself numerous times had I gotten out of Cake at the wrong time. I'll be honest. And you have to actually be able to hold too. As much as you want to make money, you got to be able to hold. Would you say it's too late to buy more Cake? I have some, but want more. What do you think? You're FOMOing in at this point. You're FOMOing in. There's going to be a project that does similar. I would look into Reef right now. I would look into Bake. I would look into Smoke. I would look into the newer projects that are coming out, okay? The Smokehouse, you know, check out the Smokehouse. See what's going on with the Smokehouse. Bunny looks like it's going to go to 250, right? But if you look at the Smokehouse, have you checked out the Smokehouse? I'll show you what's going on at the Smokehouse because it's pretty hot right now, all right? We had 10,000% gains last night. It went down to 6,700% gains, but I already earned 10 Smoke, and Smoke's sitting at $12. I started this last night before I went to bed, and I already earned $120. 10 Smoke. So this made $120 in 10 hours, man. And I only put $1,000 in it on a brisket pool. So you're making money, dude. Like, so I don't know, man. I put this out there and I made a video for it. And I said, nothing to see here. Just me making 10,900% gains. And like, no one even laughed. I don't think everyone realized it. So, did you see Ramen? Yeah, I saw Ramen Swap as well. Let's take a look at Ramen Swap. And guys, be very careful. I don't want to be like a BitConnect guy here pushing this craziness. Like, I'm a TA, you know, but I'm seeing something happening. I want to take advantage of it, right? I want to see what's going on. Let's go to ramenswap.net. Gandhi. So wait, this isn't that. Ramen Swap, your potential. Carrie Underwood. I love Ramen Swap. Damn. DeFi. Compare Goose Swap. See, Goose Finance, man. Let's just publish OX. This is an interesting article. I've been hearing about Goose Finance, so I want to put this on your radar. Goose Finance versus A-Swap plus high-risk Ramen Swap. Since some of you may read my last post about Goose Finance and later Ape Swap, someone asked me in the Discord to follow the investments, comment, and write down a bit in the outcome. Why I do what I thought about writing on the other post. So just taking a look at this, this guy kind of did a little talk about Goose Finance. All right? The first step into DeFi with Goose Finance. This is great. Look, this is great. This shows you exactly how to add liquidity. This is a great little tool here. I'm going to take this and throw this in the Binance Smart Chain group, guys. This is really going to help us all. So check it out. This is going to go into the group. I have a group called Binance Smart Chain. I'm probably going to do a video just about that alone because I think it's important. So look at this. Crypto. Also, make your folders. Hit edit. Hit create new folder, make a crypto lifer folder, add every group to the folder. Here's the Binance Smart Chain. Bam. Oh, that's beginners. My bad. Binance Smart Chain group. Careful. Smoke LP tokens look like cake LP tokens in my wallet. I want you guys to understand that too. Super chats aren't available yet because you have to apply to become monetized. And then there was a glitch in the connection to the AdSense. So talk about that in another time. Kind of has me a little but we'll figure it out. I'm not stressing it. Just another pullback in the game of life. Shout out to everyone here on the live though. Thank you guys so much for joining me and coming on in. Where are you farming smoke? At the Smokehouse. At the Smokehouse.finance. Here. Be careful. This is high risk. I only put $500 in each asset, okay? I was willing to risk both of that money, okay? So I'm not sitting there putting 10 grand in these things going ape, all right? BNB coin erupts. This is all, you can see what happened. Everyone wanted cake. Everyone wanted this stuff, man. Back to Bitcoin dominance. So could it break on out? You could see that it is forming this kind of lower low and then a higher low here. Possible shoulder, head, right shoulder though. Right? Because this isn't as high as that, even though it's pretty high. But that's an interesting concept. We did get wicked back up. We got as low as 59 last night on the daily. And we came back up. This daily candle closes around 8 o'clock. Lifer, I put some homework into the beginner sections. Level up. Yo, I really like what you did. I saw it. Trust me, I saw what you did in there. I thought that was amazing. Let's go over that and let's talk about what we do here because I want you guys to know, even if you're an expert, even if you're with us, we try to help everybody do their thing. So let's see what's going on. You can see how many personal messages I'm getting, like messages are coming in. I have the time. I'm making breakfast for my daughter. Some days, if I don't get back to you, remember, it's just because there's so much going on. I do want to get back to you. Trust me, I want to talk and reach out to every one of you guys. Here's a great admin in my group. Right? Jesse B. And Jesse B in the beginner said, Divergences are a huge part of crypto lifers trading strategy. Bullish divergence, bearish divergence, and hidden divergences. Take a chart of your favorite coin, one with some history like Bitcoin or Litecoin on the 4-hour. Identify bullish, identify bearish, find hidden bullish divergence. Save the chart of your work. We'll go back to it later. That's definitely an exercise I want everybody doing together as a group. It's going to help you out a lot. It's going to help you out a lot. So thank you so much for including that, and I'm happy that we got to include that into the live stream. Kind of just make sure everyone understands that we're all doing our thing. Funny, these some of these songs have footsteps in them. You hear them, it's kind of interesting. Kind of puts you in a weird state. Like, why am I listening to a footstep? A footstep, you know. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're gonna look at total and total 2 now, which is a whole nother thing. Super important that we look at this every day. Lifer, I put some homework in the beginners. Okay, yeah. What's your opinion on XLM and Alpha? I like both XLM. I like Alpha. Alpha had that, you know, a bit of that hit though. Shout out to XRP Muser on the live, baby, my man. Shout out to XRP, man. We did a 6x in 2 days, bro. 600% in 2 days on Bake. If anyone took the Bake call on Monday night, I was looking into a new project that's going to be called Gelato. It was originally Ice Cream Swap, but they got hacked and now they are relaunching. I don't know if you already checked it out. No. Thanks for answering. Anytime, man. Anytime. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Shout out to Valve1, Sugar Gutam, Auk, Undercover 65, OCX on fire. Hit the like and share with your friends and family. I'm a poor little scab, Billie Jean. It's the crazy gains Cake is producing. You guys are unbelievable. What's up, Hadouken? Shout out to everyone here. Sometimes greed makes you bleed. Yes, it does, my friends. Yes, it does. Shout out to everyone here on the live, man. I know. I see booming last night, man. Yo, we made some amazing calls. Now we did 10%. I was making 10,900% last night. It's been reduced to 6,500%. But 6,500% gains on Smoke Brisket, man. And I'm into liquidity pools now heavy. I've done like 5 or 6 liquidity pools. I'm very comfortable with it. If you need help with liquidity pools, that's why I made the Binance Smart Chain group inside of the Telegram. We're rocking and rolling, guys. We're moving forward. We're becoming a progressive group. We really are. I'm seeing us like we're able to figure out things faster than most groups. We're on to the trend. We're making trends, actually. Like, we're making the trend. People are following the lifers. We're getting into the projects that people want to get into. They follow us into them. Total 2. I told you, Total is breaking out. This is all the crypto total market cap. This is every single crypto brought together. And look, on the daily, we are a little spent, but we're still poking up on the stochastics. Will we go sideways? Says we're hitting a point, but we are breaking out of this rising wedge, you know? Or unless we're in this rising wedge here and we're still in the pattern. I'm open-minded to both ideas, but it looks more like this and we broke out of it. If we did break out of it, we have a bigger target here, going all the way up to $2 trillion. Right now, we're at $1.6 trillion. I thought we would have a big pullback here at 1.5. We blasted through that candle. Could you do OCEX? Yeah, I've never heard of it. Give me a second. Price prediction on XLM. Love XLM. Baked that cake. Looks like Gelato was on the ETH network. Yeah, someone says the ETH network. Well, yeah. Mark Irish, what's your price prediction for Pancake Swap in March or long term? I have a video on that. I love when people ask me questions, and all you got to do is go give me a view on my channel at my other video on Pancake Swap. That's where I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Pancake Swap. So right here, this video right here with 3,600 views and growing. It's pushing my channel. We're about to hit 1,300 subscribers, on our way to 2,200 likes. This video is doing great. And Pancake Swap, I'll give you my prediction towards the end of the video. This guy actually, if you want to know, in the comment section, 1606 right there. There is my price prediction. So if you go there, you find Robert Cox's comment and you click on it, it's going to give you my price prediction. I'm going to make you go over there and watch that video, though. I'm not going to let it out right now. I'm going to make you earn that price prediction so I can get that view. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, $2 trillion on our way to the market cap. And at that point, we're going to have at least a pullback, fallback. Something has to happen at one point. This is just insane. 3 days still has room to go, though. So I'm bullish on the total market cap. So we went over that. Okay. Now, this is total 2. This is all the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin. How high can they go? Well, they're going into a parabolic state. And I see that they can get all the way up here to $830 billion. We're sitting here at $624 billion. Our high was $659, only came down $30 billion. You can see a lot of these wicks are about $30 billion in size, so that makes really good sense. Cake at $21.41. Wow, we're going to have to look at Cake. There's going to be a time to take some profits on Cake. This is getting a little insane. Learn with life or be autonomous. Together we can cover much more opportunities. Yeah, like if you all guys get as good as me, which you can very fast, what you do is start taking some of the calls in the group, right? Cake's at 1989. Damn, you called 2151. That was fast. People sell that fast, man. I was like, damn, I should run and start selling my Cake. But look, it still has some room here on the stochastics. It really does. 1982. Wow, 2131 though. When you're in for 60 cents, damn, like that's a whole nother $2 almost right now. And $2, 60 cents into $2 is another $3. You start getting real greedy with this stuff, man. I don't even like it. Like that's why I kind of want to sell, because I'm like, I'm getting too into the greed. And it's affected me a little bit, I'll be honest. I gotta humble up and tell myself, all right, it's all right, it's just a little bit of money. But like to see it grow that fast and that insanely, like just nuts to me. 1 hour still has room to go here. So people who sold off really just, they're trying to sell off into people who probably trying to buy. 2 hour, 4 hour. 4 hour is curving now though, telling us that we're gonna have to reset. It's a good time to sell on the 4 hour. Look, we'll reset here. We could reset here now. That was a beautiful move. Cake to 1954. We're really far away from the 21-day moving average if I bring it up. Right? You know what I'm saying? I always talk about when the 4 hours that far away, we always snap back to the 21-day moving average. Snap back, snap back. This is going to have to come and snap back. I'm going to take profits on Cake, guys. It's a smart idea. It's a smart idea. It's sad because I'm making the bunny and I'm hitting all that. I don't know. I'll think about it towards the end of the stream, but I'm definitely thinking of taking profits. I mean, look, I should have taken profits at 21.41, but I was live. Price prediction on XLM and Alpha. I think Link is about to pop off. We'll take a look at that. So let's get back to total and total too. So we go over Bitcoin. We gave you a price predictions on Bitcoin. We gave you a small trade on it in the smaller time frames. We gave you a bigger trade on it in the bigger time frames. Kind of got into Bitcoin. Went over Bitcoin dominance. Soothe your soul with that. Showed you where we're at with that. Doesn't look too sketchy. Looks like the altcoins can continue to rip. We went over total and said we still have, there doesn't look like a pause here, and we still have a little more room to go in the stochastics in the 4 hour. There will be a pullback eventually. It's a matter of time. And then the same thing, we went over total too, which is all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin, and this still has room to go. Still, the 4 hour does want to reset. I'll give you that. But the daily has room to go on these stokes, man. So if you can hold on for like 6 days, because the daily usually means in 6 days you'll be up. The 4 hour could be curving. That means for the next 1 or 2 days, things might not be the best. So if you can wait 48 hours for the 4 hour to run its course, between 20 and 36 hours is what it takes, you're still good to go. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining, man. You guys rock. Like the new music we've been playing too. Keeping it real. All right. Okay, so we go over those two things. Now we get into ticker time. All right. Serious gains, man. 1 inch, please, lifer. Any chance you see any change from the last video you did? No, not much. Let's take a look at 1 inch. But don't be worried. If you're FOMOing in right now because you're watching your position, like you're in 1 inch and it's going sideways, you're in SNX and it's going sideways, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. And you'd be like, wow, lifer, you're out of your mind. Yeah, it means you're in a project that's about to blow. If you were coming down and getting retraced and sold off, then yeah, but look, no one's selling their 1 inch, dude. Nobody, right? It is kind of taking a side swap to Pancake swap, though. I'll tell you, some of this stalling happening right now is due to Binance Smart Chain really getting hot and heavy. So, you see? But I'm still holding to this trade. Accumulate 1 inch above this dotted line, above this line here. It's going to come up. It's forming the double bottom. I have all the faith in the world. Look at the daily for 1 inch. Don't stress. Learn your oscillators. Trust this oscillator. Trust that the stochastics, don't think about your emotions. Look, I'll soothe your soul real fast. Let's go back and let's look at the stochastics. When the stochastic got down here, what happened to the price of 1 inch? It went up, right? Oh, wow. When the stochastics got down here, what happened to the price of 1 inch? Oh, it went up from 239 all the way to 345. Wow, that's a nice move. Look, when the stochastics got down here, what happened to 1 inch? Oh, it went from 475 all the way to 619. Nice. When the stochastics were down here, what happened to 1 inch? Oh, it went all the way from 467 up to 539. Wow, that's great. When the stochastics were down here, what happened? Oh, 1 inch. When the stochastics were down here, oh, it went up. Look, the stochastics are about to go down. Yes, it's forming a bit of a wedge. I'll give it to you. Take off the old work and we'll kind of replan. We'll see what I see. Now, the only thing I am worried about is because Binance Smart Chain is beasting. And that makes me think, you know, are people going to give up on decentralized exchanges where they have to pay a bunch of fees? But you know what? A lot of people aren't where we are. They're just not. They're not as deep into Binance Smart Chain as we got. When you get deep into things, you forget that other people don't know what you know, right? Like, we're so deep into Binance Smart Chain, but that's not the case for a lot of other people. Look for 1 inch just to continue to accumulate here in this zone. It's just heavy accumulation. The longer the accumulation, the bigger the move. So remember that too. 2 months from now, you'll be sitting on 1 inch at $20, $30 possibly with a 7x gain. And you'll be like, why was I even stressing it? So 1 inch, baby. 1 inch. Let's take a look at Doge. Dogecoin at 507. Doge is about to break to the upside, honestly. Still sitting in this buy zone. Broke out, broke back down, 4 hour, but you can see the daily, man, wants to do its thing. Probably going to do a double bottom on the daily. You just have to have patience. And this thing's going to rip. Just a matter of time. So, Reef been sideways for days, but I'm taking your advice to wait. Huge gains aren't made overnight, but B&B Cake Bake got my mouth watering with food. They did, but like we started buying cake. Like, listen to this. Listen to this. Every coin has its time. Every coin has its day. See, I knew I should have been selling cake at 19. I'm a little upset right now. I'm on the live stream because that's upsetting right now. Yeah, cake at 21 was the perfect sell. Like, damn, man. $3 on cake is like a lot of money. 18 now and falling. People slanging this thing now. You know, the 4 hour does want to curve to the downside, you know. We're spent. We got a big move. Oh, they're killing the candle during my live. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Data Dash did a nice video this morning on the market shifting from Uni to Binance Smart Chain Network. In the last 24 hours, almost every crypto YouTube channel main focus has been Binance Smart Chain and Pancake Swap. Damn, we were on it way beforehand, though. That's nuts. It's crazy, man. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. Thank you for all the subscribers. BNB dumping too. Yeah, they'll pump it back up again, though. I'm still, you know what? The daily still has room to go on the Stokes. I'm going to not use my emotions. I'm going to stick to this. I'm not going to sell cake until it curves up here on the daily. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, man. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. Appreciate it. Wow, man. Subs coming in every 5 seconds. Thank you guys so much. Facts, we set it off. Yo, we really did set it off, man. I think we may have set it off because think about it. My video got 3,000 views, right? A friend tells a friend tells a friend, and then BitBoy made a video after me. He was following me. Maybe he's watching my channel on the low. He's smart to do that. So, you know. Damn, and there's our sell-off, man. All the way back. Like, BNB coin was at $348. Like, geez Louise. Unbelievable. All right, let's get into your tickers now. I'm feeling a little funny right now with cake. Kind of throwing my mind off a little bit. Should I buy cake now? Buy cake now? I don't know, man. I don't know. You're a rock star. You're hilarious, man. You guys are hilarious. Yo, good lifer. Heal my soul. Much love, man. Shout out to everyone. BLZ. Let's take a look at BLZ. Shout out to Reese Arnold. Reese. Let's see what Bitcoin just did. Did Bitcoin do a dump? Is that what's happening too? No, Bitcoin going strong. So maybe dominance just started to rip up, right? And look, we're about to hit 54K. BS Social is about to pay me my $100. I bet this guy in my group. This guy was in my group. He's a good kid. I liked him. He was a heavy Elliott weight trader, and he kept doing these projections, and he kept being like, wave 1 to 2 to 3, and we going to 22K. And he kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And one day I woke up. Maybe I didn't sleep that well last night. I wake up. I'm in my group. I look inside the Telegram, and he's like, I see him pointing down to 22K, and I see brand new subscribers in my group saying, should I sell my Bitcoin? Should I sell my Bitcoin? And I'm like, no, don't sell your Bitcoin. Like, this is insanity. And I start reading through the groups, and I see that he's like chasing people away from taking longs that I'm talking about. And then I said, hey man, like, why are you doing this? Like, you need to chill out. And he said, you're going to wreck your subs. I still didn't even delete it. I didn't even kick him out of the group, but I side messaged him. I said, dude, you're out of your mind. And then I publicly said, I will bet you $100. I don't know how much money he has, so I don't want to wreck him. And honestly, I'm not going to make a huge bet like that. But I said, I'll bet you $100 right now. The Bitcoin goes to 54K before we see 22K. I bet you $100 right now. And I said it publicly because I was like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I've done my research. Like, I was the one who longed Bitcoin at 29K. I was the one who found bullish divergence inside of a falling wedge. I was the one who created the system. And inside my system, the system says, what do? You find a bullish pattern. What do? You buy the bottom of the bullish pattern. Where do? You buy the last 25% of the bullish pattern. What else do? You look for moving averages in a line. They were. What do? You look for the blue line curving towards the red line in the MACD. What do? You also look for the stochastics low. You also look for is the RSI in a falling wedge or in a bullish pattern, right? Yes, it was, and it was breaking out. My entire 8-point checklist. Then my last part of the checklist was there any bullish divergence? I went down to the 1 hour. I looked at this chart. I saw bullish divergence. I established it. I said, wow, that is bullish divergence right there. Swing down to swing down. It was on like the 15-minute. And this is how I was able to long Bitcoin right here on bullish divergence. Look, swing down to swing down on a steep edge right there. But when I go to the RSI, you can see right here, this is not a steep edge. It's flat. That is bullish. That is bullish divergence. So anyway, no, he's a good kid. I like him. I don't want to bash him. I'm not bashing him. I'm not bashing anybody. I love you all. But like, what if I was a sheep herder and there was a guy who meant well and he liked me and he told me there was good water on this side of the hill and he started leading my sheep towards where the wolves are? I would have to tell him, man, please stop doing that. Please, like, and I'm not trying to call you guys sheep. I'm more calling myself a shepherd. Like, I care about where you guys are going, man. Yo, 54K. I called 54K so many times. So many times, man. Yeah, so I did my homework and I was able to back it up. And now today, probably, he's going to have to pay. You know? So Bitcoin's done. People probably sold their cake for Bitcoin, which is the proper move, man. Wow, cake back to 1930 now, though. People buying that dip on cake. Yo, this is kind of a crazy thing, man. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I just gave my tutoring lesson in 30 minutes. That's exactly what I learned, man. We do have a Discord. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, man. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Let's get into your tickers now. Let's interact. BLZ. Let's get back into what was going on. But that was fun to see Bitcoin pumping like that. Let's take a look at what I see happening for BLZ. Now I have a target up here for BLZ. All the way up, 84% gains. I said watch BLZ going to 29. It hasn't hit there yet, and I do believe it will. So I would just hold till we hit that target. You can see we're resetting on the 4 hour. We're about to rip, actually. I actually can put a trade out right now. If anyone wants to get into a trade, you're thinking you're not sure what to get into, you're looking for something, here's a beautiful trade. And I'll go through my checklist with you. Okay. Is the price in a bullish pattern? Yeah, it is. Okay. Is the price near the bottom of the pattern? No, it's at the top. So either wait for it to come back down here, which it possibly could, and buy it there. Or if it breaks out, try to buy, aim to buy the retest. You could also buy, if it doesn't retest, it could be 3 candles on the 30 minute. If you see 3 candles above this on the 30 minute, and if you go to the 7 minute and you see it start to flag even more, like a tiny little flag, do the same thing I'm doing here on the 7 minute and try to aim to get on the bottom of that flag. Okay? You're just kind of perpetuating best practices at all times. All right? So then once you have that going, you're going to keep moving forward. And I'm just going to show you how I find trades and why I'm able to enter these trades. So then I say, okay, now my next thing is it in the last, so are we in a bullish pattern? Yes. I showed you your 2 established places of entry. I showed you when in the last 25% of the pattern. Yes, that's when we're about to break out. Okay. Which says the MACD turning and in a bullish way. Yeah, we're getting close to the end. We haven't turned completely yet. We'll take a look at it. Still pointing down. I want to wait for this blue line to give its curve. So we're going to watch that. We're going to watch that. And then we're also seeing the stochastics are doing its thing. Usually the MACD is late, and the stochastics will start to turn, and then the MACD will pick up that slack. So stochastics turning already is telling me this is a good sign right now. So BLZ looks like a great trade in those 2 entry possible points. Now, if the 1 hour is high, that means it's going to come back down to the bottom of the pattern, which it is. So all you have to do now, because the 4 hours in your favor, is do this. Put an alert right here at the bottom of the line. Right-click it. Right-click the alert. Boom. When the stochastics hit that alert, you'll get notified. That'll be also the same time when the price is at the bottom of the pattern. You can enter with perfect entries with at about 22.5, maybe even somewhere around 22 even, 22.2. This is where I would try to get in, and that's a call. And then you could ride it up to about 29 and make yourself 6 on 23, make 24% gains on BLZ. It's one of the few coins with the 4 hour is ready to rock on the stochastics. So I'm giving you something that I'm seeing right now. This could double bottom, so be careful. There's a chance, but everything is looking pretty nice so far on that trade. Has anyone ever used bot trading? Just put a few hundred Doge into bot trading thing on KuCoin just to see. Interesting. You know what? Now you start making so much money, you do so many different things, and you can kind of just like, yeah, you can take some shots. Try a bot, try many different things. Just put all my BNB into Cake. Wow, so you just went into Cake all the time. Wow. So people are just buying more. Look what he just did. He put more Cake, Martin Day. That's insane. Great. How do you know when the price will go down like Cake a few minutes ago? You don't know all the time. Well, you could have looked at the 7 minute. We looked at the 4 hour. The 4 hour was curving, man. You know, this is how you know. In short term, the price is going to go up and down in short term, right? But honestly, that was my target too. That was my target. I went to the 1 hour, even the 30 minute, and you could see there was a target here. And I'll show you how you get the target. You build a flag. You'll see you have you have lower highs and higher lows. They form a pattern. Then you can take your bull flag of the pattern, put it up. That was the target. Sometimes it's shorter too, though. In less opportune times, maybe even smaller time frames, take the length of the actual back, and look, pretty much was the target right there at 21.59. 1878. It happened too fast, man. Happened too fast. We'll consolidate here, but eventually we're gonna have a bigger pullback because the daily still has room to go on the stochastics. Tells me that there's more room to go, right? We are getting high here though. 1885. Unbelievable. How many dots do you own? Like about 700. I should own more though. I should own way more. Reading these charts like a weatherman. Yeah, bro. BTC pair, please. I'll take a look at the BTC BLZ pair. All right. All right, now I'm going to go in hyper mode. This is hyper mode ticker time. Throw out your tickers. We're going to hyper mode ticker time. I'm going to try to get through as many tickers as I can in the next 10 minutes. 10:45 to 11:15. We're going through the half an hour hyper ticker time. We're going to start doing the show. 10:45 to 11:15. Hyper ticker time. All right. So I'm going to try to make it till 10:45, and that's when I'm going to start hyper ticker time. Hyper ticker time. Hyper ticker time. All right, so let's start with Brian G hitting me up. Actually, BLZ with BTC. So BLZ and the BTC pair. A lot of these are going to start beating BTC because they're moving, right? We're forming a big bowl here. I keep 50% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, though. I'll be honest with you guys. One thing I don't like is the stochastics are pointing down. Not a good sign. This looks like it's not going to do too good right now against Bitcoin. It's going to come down a little bit, just to be dead honest with you. Bitcoin's ripping and BLZ are both ripping. If you trade against the BTC 100 and then bought Bitcoin, you see what I'm saying? So I think sometimes it's better to play the USDT pair than the BTC pair because you're just going to hurt yourself if your coin isn't going to make a move against Bitcoin, right? Do you think the SEC could go after BNB? No, I don't. I think that's ridiculous, but who knows? I don't think so. No. OMG dash BNB. Okay, let's take a look at Link now. Hyper ticker time, man. Throw your tickers out there. Hyper ticker time. Hyper ticker time. Link, $34. Let's see what's going on with Link. So I had Link in a trade right now, breaking out of this rising wedge, and now it's forming another pennant. So I like what I see because it's consolidating again at a higher level, and it's forming a beautiful bull pennant. So as you pattern trade, and look, I talk about 1 hour, look, what's glaring its beautiful face is the 200-day moving average. When the price starts to interact with the 200-day moving average, that's a catalyst for the next bigger move. Okay, here we had a bigger move there. Here we're gonna have another bigger move coming for Link. So people are FOMOing into Link. It's telling me that we're gonna go up. This was a buy here. The buy zone was anywhere in this area as we started to break out. You could even got the bottom of the pattern there at 25, but I put a bigger buy zone there at 27 to about 30, and that was the area. Now you'd be up about a little over 10%, and the sell zone's here at about 39. I believe Link will go to 39. If I take my next target out here, which is the length of the pole to this next shape that we just formed, because I didn't see that shape until today, because it really didn't form until last night and started to make a move, because it's like the last 10 hours. Yeah, I see Link getting all the way to $40 Link. So look for a $40 Link. That will be psychological support too and resistance. People will take some profits at a $40 Link. I started buying Link at $4. I started buying Link at $1.78. I was dollar cost averaging. I knew Link was going to be hot, so I set a $25 buy a week on Coinbase. And yeah, the fees were crazy, but then I also bought Link when I could on Binance. My wife did the same. She knew Link was going to be hot. She put a large bag into Link at about $4. I mean, I knew about Chainlink on the ICO when it was like 0001. I didn't get in, so I always felt like I missed out on Link because I knew about Link when it first came out, but Americans couldn't get into the ICO, you know. So I bought a lot of Link, man. I dollar cost average $25 a week for like an entire year, just gobbling up as much Link as I could. $4, $2, $3, $7. Dollar cost averaging is the greatest way to win, because you never get trapped into a price, and then once you cut it off, you know, you say I'm gonna dollar cost average between $1 and $6, and then you at $6, you're done. You say, and then I'm gonna have, you know, I want to put $5,000 into Link. I'm gonna do it in a 2-month period. I'm gonna show you one of my greatest predictions that I ever made, and it was on Link. And if you follow me here at Remote Chief, you can see I have a profile, and on my profile, I actually make predictions. I don't do them all the time, but I can publish a lot of my charts and see if they play out in real time, right? So we made a prediction for Link that Link would go down. Let's go into Matic. I'll do that later. BZRX, BNB USD, and BNB BTC. Let's take a look at BNB. Okay, so BNB USDT right off the bat, all right? Got sold off and got bought right back up. Like whoever sold it off was a big boy, and then people were like, no, we want this. Right back to 316. So now I'm kind of, see how my emotions got me a little crazy with Cake? This stuff can get you really, really whacked. Cake at 1944 still and continuing, man. I mean, wow. So let's take a look at the oscillators for BNB USDT. 4 hours, very, very overbought. Extremely overbought. They're telling me that you got to take some profits here. At least sell half on the double. You got to take a little bit of profit. That's what I'm saying. The daily says we have room to go. We can still get up to this point here on the stochastics before we turn. So, and we hit my exact target there, 348. Unbelievable. Pretty interesting, right? My line hit it exactly when to sell. Bam. It's kind of like this. See how this is like the high point, and then we kind of just we go up again, but usually there's another chance to buy. Honestly, it's hard though. There's such heavy FOMO right now. It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. But this is extremely overbought, right? I would just wait for this to come up to hit my green line, and I would have to take some profits there. I really would on the daily. 3-day also is spent, so things are just not in your favor completely. And the weekly is about to double top. So all the weekly, the daily, the 3-day, and the 4-hour are all not in your favor, right? The only thing that's in your favor is the 1 hour. So I would ride this until the 1 hour gets spent, and that's also going to make the daily spent. And to me, you got to take profits. You got to take profits. We 10x. We got into this at $30. We 10x our money in BNB. The thing is, though, BNB just continues to go up during a bull run. But my thing is, you want more BNB. So I feel like we'll wait for this to run up a little more. Now we have to go to smaller time frames and look for patterns. So now we see this pattern for BNB, all right? And then I go to the checklist, right? And I'm telling you right now, the 1 hour wants more. That was a bull pennant that it made. I can take my length of my pole. And actually, it kind of went really close to the target. Interesting. To me, I think it starts to settle off here, though, because it did hit the target. Or pretty, yeah, this was the target that's a little more. But to me, it's a range, right? I'm not going to say I'm always going to be exact. That would be absolutely insane. I would be a computer bot. We did come to the 21-day moving average, but we're going to have to touch it again. We're going to have to touch it again, you know? Remember, we always snap back to the 200. The 21. We always come close or come near it. $311 for BNB. Do you sell now? My thing is this. 1 hour is a little more room. I think you sell now because there's going to be a retracement. There's going to be. Look how big we went up. But we went up big here. We started to go sideways. But there's always that second place to get in, you know? In my opinion, it would be smart to take profits out of BNB right now. It would be very, very smart. Props, what's up, lifers? Props from Portugal. Shout out to Tiago Cruz, man. My moon, man, dude. I'll never forget you. Yo. Shout out to Adam Khan. My dude, man. Bake is the new cake. It probably could be. Let's take a look at Matic now. Poker starter. BZRX. Poker eye out. My man. Hi, guys. If you're into NFT, I make my first buy yesterday. Just search Wax Street Fighter. They got some cool cards. Yo, I saw your NFT, man. That thing is really cool. Was that software to see? What's that software to see the charts like this? This is TradingView. This is TradingView. Do you think XLM and Alpha... Okay, check it out. All right. Poker starter, BZRX. Let's take a look at BZRX for you. I'll take a look at BNB BTC, though. I didn't get to do that. For my man, Emil. Shout out to everyone who joined the Patreon, man. You guys rock. I told you, right after the stream, I'm going to jump into the Patreon. It looks just like it's very similar to the USDT pair because it went up so high against Bitcoin. So it is beating Bitcoin's butt a little bit. It's doing well. So shout out to anyone who got into BNB, man, doing their thing. Use it to stack a little Bitcoin, you know? Whenever you have a chance, just sell a little bit and buy some Bitcoin. Right? With the gains. BZRX. Let's take a look at BZRX. So you can kind of translate everything that I just went through into this. Let's take a look at BZRX. BZRX. I like what I'm seeing, all right? Right off the bat, I like what I'm seeing. And why? Because it's the bull, right? We talk about this, guys, all the time. If you can stick it in a bull, you're doing good. You want to buy on accumulation zones of the bull, right? Sometimes the bull wicks down. It happens. They try to get you. But I like what I'm seeing here for the bull, right? Again, it's the wick into the bull. We went over this yesterday. I mean, the falling wedge that goes into the bull. With the Bitcoin dump in the middle, right? And possible inverted, you know, we have a shoulder, head, right shoulder. We have a neckline forming. We could see this break to the upside just on the inverted head and shoulder alone. Take your target, swing it over here. This is probably going to be the next right shoulder, and we're going to go on up. So you want to wait for the 1 hour to do its thing. If you were going to get into this, come back down. This would be your entry. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour actually wants to curve to the upside. Looks like it's going to come up more. So that's good for me too. I like what I'm seeing. So let's take a look at the daily now. The daily is ready to rock. So this is how you do this. You make sure the daily's in your favor. How do you make sure the daily's in your favor? You make sure, look, I also see a bit of hidden bullish divergence. I'm going to show you this too as well. Here's a low on the price. We swing it to another low on the price right around here. We could even go to a candle close, which I usually do. But if you use a wick or candle close, it doesn't matter because either way, you're getting an upward trend. Then you go down here to the same area and you get a flat area. That is hidden bullish divergence. If it's flat or to the downside, it's telling you that the trend will continue to the upside. So watch BZRX. Now, I'm not going to put the call out right now because now you look at the 4 hours ready to rock too. So that's good. Now we have the daily and the 4 hour both in confluence. We like that. So now we look for a perfect entry on the 1 hour. And the 1 hour needs to come back down. So you put an alert down here. You right click it. And when the stochastics hit this line, I will get an alert. And I will know that that's the perfect entry for BZRX as it's forming a new trend. And look, it is forming a new trend. Look, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. higher low, higher low, higher low. As long as we continue to put in a higher low, so now we just need a higher high. We put in a higher high, that will become a support and resistance flip, and we'll be on our way. That would be your next resistance. And if we go through that, we're going to gap up into price discovery. Another thing is it's nice to be close to price discovery, only 36% away. And that's BZRX in a nutshell for you, all right? ETH will hit 5K before BNB. Probably will. I don't think BNB will hit 5K, honestly. Good looking out, homie. Yeah, I agree. The yield is decent for USDC. What do you think about the Pancake forks? I don't know much about them. Let me know. What's up, Tiago? What's up, everybody? Props from Portugal, man. Shout out. Binance is bugging, not letting me buy. Really? Damn, that's weird. You can't buy cake with BNB right now? Bake is the new cake. Polka Starter. Let's take a look at Polka Starter. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for sharing your most precious time with me. That is your time, man. 72 people watching. I can't believe it. You guys are unreal. This is insane. We're blowing up. What do you think about the Pancake forks? I don't know much about the Pancake forks, man. I eat my pancakes with a fork, though. I do. Do you eat them with a spoon? I've never done that. Let's take a look at BQX. Sorry, I was just being silly. I'm silly sometimes. Let's take a look at BQX, man. Watch Bondly, man. I like Bondly kind of coming down here a little bit, consolidating. It's kind of forming a cup with a second handle there. Slight double bottom, though. Slight double... Could be making a double bottom, slight double top, but it is interacting with the 200-day moving average. A good sign for a next leg to the upside. This is what I kind of see happening for Bondly. Watch for Bondly Finance. Big in the NFT space. This Binance Smart Chain thing will calm down. Things will go back to normal. But right now, it's all the hype. It's all that anyone wants to talk about. It is what it is. But don't sleep. It's a good time to get projects that no one's thinking about as well. SHR is starting to make some big moves. So... people picking my babies. BZRX, BQX. Yeah, let's look at Voyager, BQX, man. You like those BXs. Those are your thing. And look, we gave you a trade here for BQX. It's starting to do its thing. It broke out. We were talking about it on the live stream already. Look for it to go up to 87% to 1,550 Satoshis, all the way from 9,441 Satoshis. Compounding that cake on the Pancake Bunny. Yeah, we all are, man. It just doesn't stop. Like, it doesn't stop. Everyone's on Pancake Bunny. The Smokehouse doing its thing, just continuing to rip. Smokehouse making good gains, man. Unbelievable. And Smoke's at $12.76. Smoke's doing its thing. And it's a small project on Binance Smart Chain, right? We're going to give you Goose Finance in a while, too. Once we finish the ticker time, we're going to get into, like, deep dives. Then we're going to get into some news. Thoughts on Bake. We love Bake. We got into Bake on Monday night. I put a call out for Bake. Let me show you, if you join my channel, let me show you what we're about. In the link right now, we have a trading group. Crypto Lifer Trading Group, okay? 588 members and growing. How many people are joining every day? Okay? So look, Binance starting to fall again on BTC move. Nah, it's all right. Future's still working though. Oh, Binance was messing up. I see what he's saying. So people are having a problem buying Binance again. Getting into, so someone is having issues buying on Binance right now. I'm sorry to hear that, guys. But look, we have the Crypto Lifer Trading Room. We have the Binance Smart Chain tips and gains. This is where I talk about Binance Smart Chain. Last night, look, I was adding BNB and Smoke for 10,592%. Let me show you this. So you go over to Pancake Swap, all right? I got BNB in there and I got Smoke in there. And I was just showing you, if you didn't know, you go get Smoke. Where do you get the Smoke address? I'm going to show you in a second. You go to CoinGecko. You type in Smoke, all right? You hit the Smoke Finance. You make sure you type in the right thing. Gives you the price, tells you where you're at. Here is going to be the contract address. You click copy, okay? Once you have that contract address, you paste it in here where it says make, custom token, and then it will find it for you. Then you add BNB and Smoke, the complete, both of them together, right? And BNB, what is 300 now? And that was almost 3? Damn, so that was a G. I guess I put in more than I realized. Interesting. And you confirm that 94% fee, right? Unbelievable. Ciao Bela, beautiful fees. Don't have to worry about it. You wait for this to get approved. Then you have to hit supply. Okay. I don't have 7,000 ETH, so don't say that. That's how the BNB looks. All right. A lot of people think I got 7,000 ETH and they think I'm sitting on like $80 million. I don't want to be killed. So I shouldn't even say that, but I don't want anything to happen. Anyway, you get 9 pool tokens. I hit confirm swap. So I'm giving them my liquidity for the LP token, right? I pay the fee. The fee comes out in like in BNB kind of in this weird way. Still not a lot, right? This is the second buy I got at $7. Riot blockchain, Riot stock. I know, but looks good on the 4 hour. It probably does, man. Riot's going to continue. So now look, the smoke has to disappear out of your account now. So you're waiting. You're waiting for this to be approved. Smoke should disappear. So once the smoke disappeared to 0, I then look for the LP tokens. They should appear magically. And right now they're not there. They're not there. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. So you calm down. You see the website just did a JIP. And look, Cake LP. Now, understand I got Cake LP tokens. They should say Smoke LP tokens. I want you to understand that. But it's okay. I knew they were going to give me 9, and I saw 9. I then go over to the approved contract. All right. I'm taking you through exactly how to add a liquidity pool. Edit $1.28. Confirm. All right. You're seeing 2 of me. I'm sorry about that. But I did this like twice, right? I don't even know how you got those numbers. What numbers? What is he talking about? $23K ETH. I'll bet you money then. I'll bet you money that ETH goes to 23K easy. 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 Nah, you're bugging, bro. You're bugging. You weren't. To me, it tells me you weren't here in the 2017 bull run. That's what it tells me. Like, I can almost bet that you weren't here during the 2017 bull run. I think ETH, 23K ETH is actually low. It's low. ETH could go to 40K easy. Yes. Yes, you're bugging. You're bugging. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you, man. I tried to prove it to you during the video. Look, you messed up my video where I was trying to teach people stuff. Anyway, so look, hold on. Let me go back. Let me focus. So look, now you have the LP token, okay? Now you find the contract that you want to get to, and you approve the contract for another $1.28. Look, I've spent like maybe $7, $8 in total. Thank you. We'll join your group. You're great. Yeah, I got Heargasm right now. I'm accumulating ETH. I would accumulate ETH, man, for sure. For sure. So look, approve the contract. Stake the LP tokens, hit max. It should be the 9.14. You see the same number. Now you know you're doing your thing. Now the only thing I wanted to tell you is see how they showed up as Cake LP tokens. I think that's a bit of a glitch. You pay again another fee. And again, this on an ETH contract would have cost so much money, and it probably would have failed and it would have been a pain. But this went out smooth. And now look, when I show it to you now, look, I started this last night. I already have 10.86 and it's $12. I already made 120 bucks staking this in less than 24 hours. So this is why you do what I'm showing you. And this is what we do, Binance tips. So then we also have the admin group, that's us. But then we have beginner groups for people who are just beginners who really want to reach out, need questions. Jesse Jungle got in there and he left like, you should learn your divergences. Then we have the testimonials. If you made a lot of money, if something happened, look at this. Started with 2K, took your calls, turned to 10K, put it into ETH and got around 6 ETH. That will grow because I took your advice. Thanks, Lifer. B-Rat on crypto. I 12x my cake. Thanks, Lifer. Look at this guy. I made 14,000 by just following Lifer's calls over Bitcoin, and it took me 3 to 4 days. He is the best. I have made in total 20,000 by following Lifer's calls within 15 days. This group is gold. Hey man, would you prefer to remain anonymous with this, but I feel free to post without attribution. I have taken 10K and turned it into 45K the past few weeks. Your tutoring and calls are amazing. Much appreciated. Here's another one. Follow the Lifer. I made 30K on USD on Bake. Still haven't sold the full bag. Also had more good trades with the help from the group. Thanks, man. Proof above. He put 30K. It turned into $78,000. Hope this helps your group, mate. And so this is just want to talk about, man. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you so much. And we have the testimony room. Then we have the charts and calls only. This is where I put charts and calls only. Last night I'm sitting there and I said, you know, Cake ain't done. I put that actually in the regular group. I said, Cake's not done. But look at this. Cake going to 15. I'm calling it here at 10. I got you into Cake. You would 100% it had you taken this call. And when was the call given? This call was given, try to see the day. I put a lot of calls out that day. It was like 10 at night. And look, there's still a lot of viable calls. This hedge call, viable. This EGLD call, still viable in the accumulation zone. This QDM call, still viable, doing its thing. This reef call, still viable. So these calls, man, sometimes I put them out 2 or 3 days in advance. Get you to accumulate at the right time. Get you set up. IOST. Boom. Thing blasted off. So, yeah, so we have multiple rooms. And then we have a Uniswap and pre-sale room. This is back when Uniswap was the hot stuff and you wanted to look for that. Then we even have the billboard room. This is where I usually post when I go live, which I don't even think I did today, which is insane. First time I ever didn't post my own link to my stream, and you guys are still here regardless. So the algorithm for YouTube is pumping for me at this point. And then we have Crypto Lifer results and Future Spot. When people make a good futures trade, they talk about it. I'll give you the trade. I'll show you when we talked about Bake, right? And so what you can do too is you can go in here into Crypto Lifer and you can search this group right here. Type in Bake. I hope I put the name in. And here's my Bake chart right here. And so you want to hit the link too. The link will blow the chart up, make it nice and big so you can see it. And we're talking about Bake and the cup and handle. Cup and handles explode. They go up very, very big. We knew this from multiple other patterns. So this is a cup. Here's your handle about to explode. We saw it. And look, double bottom here, double bottom there. There was multiple confluence that this trade was going to go well. I gave it to everybody and boom, look at it. I know ETH will eventually hit 20K plus. Just don't personally see this in this run. Oh, definitely in this run. It's going to go higher than that in this run. You are bugging. You are drinking the Kool-Aid, man. ETH was, its all-time high was 1440, man. And I did the math in that video. I showed you how it was, what portion it was of Bitcoin. If it stays in that portion of Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes where it goes, Bitcoin was 20K. ETH was 1440. I kind of did the math for this. Like, now you're going to make me do it. Look, ETH was 20K. Bitcoin was 20K. You said, how did you do the math? Maybe you didn't watch the whole video. Right? 13.8 times. All right? If Bitcoin goes to 250,000, divide that by 13.8, right? That's an $18,000 ETH. And you think ETH isn't going to be more popular than it was in the last bull run with Uniswap and all the stuff going on? So, in my opinion, ETH has to be at least 25 to 30K, or it doesn't make sense. Like, the bull run won't make sense. Like, the math will be wrong, and math is always right. So I've been trusting the math since day one with all of this stuff. While everyone else is trusting their minds and their nonsense, I've been trusting nothing but the math. Nothing but the math. I don't listen to no one. So if I listen, you should too. So if I don't listen, I don't listen to no one. So if I listen, you should too. Best thing you can do is listen to him. And I don't listen to anyone. So if I listen, you should too. Yo, I love you. I love you, bro. Simple fact. Yeah, I just don't see Bitcoin hitting 250K this run. Yo, this guy's a bear, man. Perma bear. Like I said, not trying to disrespect you. I may be wrong. No, hey, I'm open-minded. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I just don't think you understand the concept of money, man, and why Bitcoin's going to hit that high price. Anyway, let's take a look at XLM. Robbie Winner, you asked about XLM. Let's help you out with your XLM ask. See what's going on with XLM. I will disclose I only own a very small bag. My wife owns a bag. I kind of made a lot of money on XLM in the last bull run. It might be a Fed coin though. I think it's going to be a Fed coin. Something's going to happen. It seems like it's kind of in the mix with the UN, the Christine Lagarde. So we had wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, right? Looks like XLM can get to 83. It's already starting to break out too. And again, it's doing the same thing that we talk about for a lot of these coins, which is the bull that comes out of the falling wedge. So this pattern looks just like what we just looked at. Right? Whatever we just looked at looks very similar. Now it's going sideways. Look for it to come out of the bull and explode to the upside. Only a matter of time. So now you look at the 4 hour. How does the 4 hour look? It's pointing up on the stochastics, but they're high. You know, you could maybe possibly get a little bit of an entry if you get a move up, but it's not perfect. Same thing here. I want to wait for these to curve down. I'd wait for these to curve down as well. And then we'll check the daily. And the daily also has to curve down. So I'd wait for this to cool off. A couple days, you know? Or go sideways for a little longer. I feel like if you get it now, you may have to wait for some pain. The daily is starting to curve though. But look for it to kind of get down to below that dotted line. Very rare that the Stokes don't go below the dotted line. See, look, below the dotted line, below the dotted line, below the dotted line, It went below the dotted line since June. So I'm pretty sure we're going to go below that dotted line, don't you? So I'll give a call out for XLM, but it won't be for a little while. Possible cup and handle too. Look, side cup there. Not a huge cup, but like the side of the cup there. I'm very bullish on XLM in the long run, just not right now at the very moment, right? Okay. I'll take a tutoring lesson. You can run me through one-on-one. I don't want to take up the stream. Not fair to everyone else. I'm not a bear. I hope it reaches those targets. No, man, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. No, I wanted to go over XLM because you asked for it, and I go over tickers. It's not just because you were talking. Take a call, Robbie. You can't grasp his knowledge in one session. Yeah, you're hilarious. Did you even know how you had started the stream? Damn, notifications, right? Crazy. Well, you're here now. That's all that matters, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining, man. Really, really appreciate it. Do you think the Bitcoin bull run will go to 5 million? No, that's insane. No, Bitcoin will not go to 5 million in this bull run. I can almost say that with fact. I mean, it would be amazing, and I don't want to cap any possibility, but the odds are just kind of, you know, they're not in our flavor, so to speak, right? So Big had a beautiful run up and a beautiful sell off. Let's take a look. Definitely want to sell the top of these crazy runs, right? There was your top seller at 295 for Bake. We're getting in at 40 cents, so there would have been another 2 grand on top of the money. Anyway, Bake just getting started. You know, let's take a look at what we had, how we had it charted. Actually, oh, that Bake USD. Got to look at the BNB pair for me to like kind of see what's going on. But a good thing to do now on the day like today, look, there's a lot of coins that are on the downside, right? So this is a good day to accumulate. Like a good day to look at Unify, a good day to look at Aeon, a good day to look at some cover possibly, going back to $1,333 after that hack came up pretty good, right? FET, right? Doge. I'm just saying, like, you know, while everyone's FOMOing in to the next best thing, you can be accumulating what no one's talking about. And then 2 weeks from now, you're going to be the guy 5xing when everyone's like, oh, I wish I had some N cash, and you're like, oh, well, I got that on the low when everyone else was chasing bake and cake. So don't get caught up in the hype, man. Have your own game plan and do your own thing. Like Sushi's really hot project, looking good right now. You know, taking a little bit of a hit, doing its thing. Nice time to accumulate these coins. So look through these red zones. This is where you want to really get down. Fund BTC. It's an interesting coin. Unification. Doge BTC. I don't like to play too hard against the BTC pairs lately because BTC is starting to rev up hard. But look at Sand USDT holding 30 cents. This thing boomed all the way up to what, 34? Came back down. Now you look for a flag or some type of consolidation. 1 hour. Yeah, it seemed like it's forming a double bottom here too, which is pretty interesting, right? See, it's like a cup with another cup. It's kind of like a cup and handle here. Sand, man, forming a pretty bullish pattern to say the least. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Go to the 4 hour, wait for this to curve back to the downside. Now you're ready to rock. Go to the daily, make sure the daily's low. Daily actually is curving back to the upside. Tells you there's some momentum here. We actually got wicked up in a buy on the daily. Tells you that a lot of people wanted to buy this at that low price at 27 cents. They missed out. They said, I want to get in. This is how you build up an idea for this. DOT and KSM. Let's take a look at DOT. But yeah, I go through those red zones on the red day. You know, it's kind of a plus and minus day. Let's look at the coins on Binance. I just want to see. So look, we look like the ones that sold off today. Not the Chinese. The Chinese look like they bought in and we sold off. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. 69 likes, 74 people watching. You guys are the best, man. So we go over to markets on Binance and we take a look at what the coins are looking like for the day. All right. Percentage change and everything. Look, we got 368% gains on Bake BUSD. So we're still holding upwards of 368% gains. I'm trying to actually find out what we really did because I went in at 41 cents. So we're now sitting at $2.38. We divided that by 0.41. We did a 5.8x. I put $1,000. I think actually $1,300. So I think I have about $7,500 in Bake at the moment. In 3 days. In 3 days. Unbelievable. So unbelievable. All the NFT hype, man. SXP, USDT, please. Kusama and DOT. Let's take a look at those. But I just wanted to look at the top performers. So we have Dodo doing its thing up 117%. I didn't even know what that was. So Dodo doing its thing. BNB up, killing them. GLM killing them. Don't know what that is. Find out what GLM is. What is GLM, guys? Help me out. BNB Pax, BNB Biter. And then look, BNB just for every pair in the game. So everyone trading up against BNB. Hard doing its thing up 27%. Audio doing its thing. SXP doing its thing. FCP I just saw, right? Oh, FOR for BUSD. Wow, they're really pumping their own market right now, kind of taking market share. IOTA doing its thing up 17%. A lot of double-digit gainers. This thing is hot. ICX up hot today. Our Requiem up. Burger for BNB up 15%. Watch Burger getting up in the mix. So a lot of things happening, man. Bro, you following me? You sell off states with EU, then USA took it back up. Word, I follow you, my friend. Hell yeah. All the NFT hype, yeah. Let's look at a Dodo. Let's take a look at DOT and KSM. DOT and KSM, big coins that are gonna move. Parachains connected to each other in the Polkadot network. DOT just continuing to rip at 33.55. DOT will have its own weather system at one point, you know. But look, DOT is getting high up here in the stochastics RSI. But remember, the last time we went, and this is what I want to show you, and this is how you know you're on a bull run. Stochastics reset to the downside. Look, price just goes sideways. So we could just continue to go sideways and up, sideways and up, sideways and up until a major correction happens, right? Shout out to Lam Hong. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Yo, Lam, thank you for what you did in the beginners group. I see your picture from your name, and thank you so much for what you did in the beginners group. That's awesome, man. I noticed what you did. I'm watching all the time. I may not respond to everything, guys, but I am watching all the time like a hawk. I have a chance to read things. Sometimes I don't have a chance to write, but I have a chance to read everything going on in that room, and I see what you guys are doing. Let's take a look at KSM. So many coins. Look at this. Such a line of coins, man. Keeper BNB just got slammed, dude. Someone went against Keeper and BNB, dude. Bad idea. So it's, again, man, you could be you might be a really good technical analysis, but you could still make some, I know some people that they're good technical analysis, but they still went against they traded against BNB. But look, it's about to probably come back on the Stokes, but just a bad trade, man. I would never take that trade. I'm just bringing that up, man. Don't take trades like that. Stick with the lifer, man. Stick with what's going on. Pay attention, right? When will XRP get back to the glory days? Who gives a XRP, man? Times have changed, man. We're talking about SHR up 11%. Look, SHR breaking out of the falling wedge, doing its thing. SHR hit 3.8. We're on our way, man. We're on our way. I put Gus heavy into this, my man. Heavy. Gus is heavy in SHR, and he's heavy